I'm Janet Nunn, and today I'm here to show you how to paint my Splat Twist and Turn way of blending watercolors. It's so much fun. We're going to be doing this little lesson, and a lot of people go, oh, I hate blending and mixing colors. It's just not fun. I always get mud. We're going to show you how to have a fun time with Splat Twist and Turn to blend all these colors in one swoop. We're going to do just a little lesson on that. And we're also going to be painting with my favorite watercolors and my only watercolors, the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolors. They're awesome. And then I will be telling you a little bit about my third workbook that's out. It's called How Do You Paint That Book 3? And in it, there's like 40 lessons, and they go step by step, and you can just use it and go through and follow through any of the lessons that that you would like to do. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to come around and we're going to get going because we got to paint the Splat Twist and Turn. I have a tape dispenser right here, and with the tape dispenser, I am taking a piece of watercolor paper. Whoops, let me get it out here. I have a piece of watercolor paper, about 5 by 7, and I just put it down and I'm taping edge to edge all the way around. Now, a lot of people also have note card paper, which is a wonderful way of using note cards, and then with all these cute little lessons, you can send them off to someone. So you could just take a note card, fold it down, put your tape here, and then just go right around the edge. And if you decide to watch this for a second time, you will be ready to have your paper or your note card. So let's get started. I am using some plastic wrap here, and I'm just going to take, a little piece, because I want to make it the size of a flower, which is probably about a good portion of this little piece of paper. So with that, I am just going to take and really sculpt this plastic. And as I sculpt it around, I am making the shape of a flower, almost like a U shape of a flower. There. So got that. That looks pretty good. Okay, now, when we're doing a blending job, one thing that we want to really think about is getting the colors light, medium, and dark at the light at the top, darker at the bottom. And how can we do that in one swoop? Well, with this plastic wrap, I'm going to show you. I'm going to use a lot of the Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolors and right out of the container. So for my light, I'm going to start with a little bit of Hansa yellow light at the top, about 3 drops. And then I'm going to go into the gamboge. I don't know if you can see that. There's gamboge. And I'll probably do 3 dots underneath that. So I'm doing my own layering here, and it's really going to work out nice. And then this is Hansa Deep Yellow. Now, if you're not using the liquid watercolors, you're just going to have to mix up your own watercolors with the tubes, and then when you get to those colors, you're just going to have to put them down here. Okay, so here we go. Oh, the last color was Carmine, one of my favorite reds. And then just to give it a nice shadow on the very bottom, I am going to use 1 drop, just 1 drop of the cobalt violet. So there's, whoops, that's supposed to be 1 good drop. Okay, of the cobalt violet. Now, I have water that I'm putting on my brush. I'm going to move this over to the side. I'm going to move this over to the side. And what I'm going to do is have my paints there. I have a very large brush. It's about a 1.5 inch brush. And some people, if you don't have a brush, you could also use a wad of tissue. But I am just going to use a brush, and I'm going to make a U shape. And you can kind of see the reflection of the water on the paper. Now I have my water. Now, remember, this is the best part. I'm going to take my plastic wrap that has all my colors on it. And this is where we have the splat, twist, and turn. So knowing that my light needs to be at the top, here we go. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to splat it just like that. And then I've got to twist it and turn it back and forth just a little bit. And then lift it up and look at all those colors coming together. I'm just going to take my finger and just help make that little U shape of the flower. And then guess what? I'm just going to come right down like that. And what I have is a tulip. It could be a peony. It could be anything. The coolest part is to look and see. I've got my lights, my mediums, and my darks, and they're all blending together. They're blending together on the paper, which is the best way. You get so many different things happening. And that's what I love about water, paint, and paper, is if you let them do all the work for you, it makes it a lot easier. So that is the splat, twist, and turn. Now, one thing I always like to do is go around and finish up a painting. Now, this is still pretty wet, and I've got to be very careful, but I think I can do it. I'm going to put a little frame around this. So for those of you that want to take your splat, twist, and turn and send it to somebody, you'll have a chance to do it. Now, what I would do is wait for this to dry, but we are not doing that. We are just going for it. So I'm going to come all the way to the edge, and I'm going to make a little frame that will go around my splat, twist, and turn flower. I'm going to come right up to there, and I'm going to bring my edge right into the edge of the flower. And then I'm going to come right over here and do sort of the same thing. Come right to the edge there. And, you know, I probably could have just done this freehand. I guess I didn't need my ruler. Here we go. I kind of did that freehand. And then the last thing you want to do is sign your name. And there you have splat, twist, and turn, a fun and easy way to blend colors. Thank you for watching. If you would like to order How Do You Paint That Book 3, go to janetnunnwatercolors.com. Thank you very much.